Guys, welcome back. I've been experimenting with some 3D printing. One of my good friends, Josh, printed this for me on his 3D printer. So what this is this is a connector or a housing for the Milwaukee M12 batteries. Plug it in, and then I soldered the XT60 connector on the end, and I can plug it into anything that needs to run on 12 volts. But anyway, stick your Milwaukee 12 volt battery in. Guess what we can now do with this? So we got our LED nightlight off of Amazon. We soldered on the mating XT60 connector. We got our battery connected, and we're gonna do this up in the air. But hey, 12 volt Milwaukee battery. With a 3 amp hour battery, I can run this for 6 hours. Light wherever I need it. Since it's magnetic, I can put it on the frame. If the frame is steel, I can use it on home remodeling or other things like that. A lot of companies offer an LED work light, and they offer these amazing light specifications like 10,000 lumens, but they cost a lot of money. A good tower from Milwaukee, I think, is going for around $200 now for an 18 volt LED tower. Seems a little ridiculous. What they're really charging you for is the plastic. This light on Amazon was, what, $30 a while ago, and I think if you got the magnet adapter on the bottom, it was another $10 or something like that. So for the cost of a 3D print, a few male spade connectors, and some wire and some other connectors, I was able to make my own LED light tower. And it lasts the same amount of time as the ones that you buy in the store at Home Depot, Lowe's, or on Amazon. And it's worked fantastic for me, especially when it's time to use lights or jump starting vehicles. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do with the 12 volt battery. So let's examine the Milwaukee M12 battery a little closer for a minute. And this is a really common battery. I think Milwaukee outsources this battery to a few other companies. I've seen welding tungsten grinders use the same battery. There's a few other variations. Bosch uses one that's very, very similar as well. When you start looking at it, you'll see that there are almost these cylinder type bays to it. 1, 2, and 3 cylinders. That one's a little elevated, extruded from the rest of them. But what really is inside of here? Well, it's a cylinder cell. These are the same cells that have been in your laptop battery. Now, these cells come in a lot of different flavors, and what I mean by flavors is chemistry. 18 volt, 20 volt, DeWalt, Milwaukee, Ryobi batteries, it's all the same thing. Inside of these huge 18 volt batteries is just a different configuration of these same lithium ion cells. They arrange them in different ways in order to get different capacity and or different voltages. They use different chemistries based on what you're doing. That's the difference between Milwaukee's high output and their standard cell, is they started using a little bit different chemistry. You can get adapters for the 18 volt as well. I just simply purchased this one on Amazon from a 3D print store. It looks like it's just encapsulated spade terminals. And all it does is slide on your battery, make sure they're not touching. And there we go. Now you can power anything off of your 18 volt nominal source. There's a few tricks with lithium ion batteries as well. One of my favorite tricks with lithium ion batteries is to not discharge it all the way. They have the LED indicator that tells you how much energy is left in the battery. If you're down to the last bar, do you really need to use that last bar up? No, not really. Now, I am going to be limited on how much I can talk about lithium ion batteries because that is actually what I do every single day, is design battery management systems for lithium ion batteries.